Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Introduction to Public Administration. This is your instructor, Professor Mr. Crip Anthony A. Ramos, and for this session, we will be talking about the basic concepts and principles of public management. Okay, so as we start this discussion, it is imperative for us, of course, no, na mapag-usapan muna ano nga ba muna ang definition ng ng public administration or even public management in some cases, ano. So, firstly, if we will be talking about public administration, this can be roughly defined as the implementation of public policy largely by the executive branch. This will actually be this will actually be true most especially no nung dinedefine ano nga ba pinagkaiba ng public administration at saka ng political science, no? Kasi if we will be looking no dun sa mga definition, most especially no yung dichotomy ng politics and administration, mapapansin natin that whenever we're talking about public administration, this is the implementation of such policy. Ibig sabihin hindi natin usapin dito kung tama ba or mali yung yung polisiya na binibigay sa atin. Instead, pag pinag-usapan natin yung public administration, we are talking about the implementation of such policy. Doon papasok ang mga public ad. Also, it can be stated as a field of study preparing persons for careers in the public service. So as we all know, syempre, no, the moment that you will be entering public administration, this is the correct field or correct course for everyone na nag-envision no na pumasok ng public service. Bakit? It's simply because kung mapapansin ninyo, yung implementation niya ng mga public policy, no, mapabatas man ito na merong kinalaman sa health, merong kinalaman sa hustisya, merong kinalaman even sa governance, automatic this will be under public administration. Also, it has been said that all through the years that public administration as a field of study evolved from political science, it is actually more of a stem from the branch, no? Kagaya ng binabanggit natin kanina, kaya sila nahiwalay, no? And also, apart from adapting theories from social sciences, it has also embraced some schools of thought from the field of behavioral sciences. Kaya kung mapapansin niyo as we go along the way, ay meron po tayong mga meron po tayong mga theories na binabarrow natin, most especially in terms of behavioral sciences. Okay, so let's go now to the evolution of public administration definition. Of course, no, public administration definition went through various critical transformations over the years, no? And the definition has changed and shifted over time, evolving from one perspective into another. Kaya nga ang dami nating mga thoughts or school of thoughts pag pinag-uusapan natin itong public administration. According to Richard Stillman, given its dynamism and volatility, not single definition of public administration has been produced over the years in which scholars and practitioners all tend to agree. Kaya nga kung mapapansin nyo later on, bakit kaya merong mga taong naniniwala sa new public administration theory. On the other hand, merong nagsusulong ng new public management theory. Meron din namang nagsusulong ng new public service theory. Okay? Also, its scope and meaning have defied standard definitions which can readily be seen in the manner by which various perspectives have been offered to explain what it is and what it must be. And that's why it resulted to difficulty in defining its parameters. Hanggang saan ba ito? Hindi din natin alam. Okay? Now, also, according to Waldo, public administration tends to be a slippery term without a single conclusive and acceptable definition accepted by scholars. Kaya nga mapapansin ninyo no, na nahihirapan yung mga scholars natin or yung mga experts natin in terms of public administration to have that definition. According to Kaiden, on the other hand, any definition would be either so encompassing as to call forth the wrath or ridicule of others or so limiting as to stultify its own disciples. Kaya nga hindi tayo magkasundo sa iisang definition. Now, in its generic sense, public administration is understood today both as an academic subject matter and as the activities and dynamics of the management of public organizations and of course the practice of the profession. Kaya nga ang inyong kurso, no, kung kayo ay nagtitake ng public administration na course, ay diretso as Bachelor of Public Administration. Now, in its scope, meaning, coverage, and foci, have remarkably expanded, of course, in recent years in terms of number one, being simply the study of institutions that are limited to the executive branch of government and the bureaucracy to one that encompasses the dynamics of administrative processes in the legislative and judicial departments. Kasi before, people, if you will notice, walang ibang tinitignan no, na departamento kung hindi itong executive branch of our government. Pero gone were those days. Ang pinag-uusapan na natin dito whenever we're talking about public administration, it will also encompass yung mga legislative and even yung judicial departments natin. Most especially sa mga pinapatupad po nilang mga polisiya on their own sphere. Okay? Also, no, from simply being concerned with the internal affairs and operations of government to one that addresses the social milieu and, of course, the impact of government administration on its public, a feature that has evolved and gained currency in the client-centered philosophies that started in the 1970s. So, ibig sabihin, mga kapatid, as mentioned, ayan, tinitingnan natin ito as someone na no na hindi lang siya merong kinalaman, of course, doon sa ating doon sa ating pong internal affairs. It will also encompass situations in which, no, ang pinag-uusapan na natin dito ay yung mga kliyente. Sino nga ba ang pinaglilingkuran natin? Sino nga ba ang binibigyan natin ng serbisyo? Ayan, lumalabas tayo dun sa definition na ito ay nakatalakay, of course, doon po sa isang no, doon po sa isang sitwasyon which is yung internal affairs nga po ng ating pong government. Also, from a definition that refers only to the operations of government to one that has become a distinct field of study. The very reason kung bakit natin siya pinag-aaralan as of the moment. All right, now let's take a look on the evolution of public administration definition to, syempre from the other experts in the field, no? So according to Simon, Smithberg, and Thompson in 1950, public administration refers to the activities of the executive branches of national, state, and local governments, independent boards and commissions, and certain other agencies of a specialized character. Specifically excluded are judicial and legislative agencies within the government. So simply put, if we're talking about the definition according to Simon, Smithberg, and Thompson, no, nagre-revolve nga, makikita ninyo na nagre-revolve lang ito pagdating sa executive branch in which sila daw po nagpapatupad ng ng batas or ng polisiya. Pero, no, kagaya nga ng sinasabi natin, nagsisimula ito doon sa executive branch lang. Kaya nga nung sa definition nila, ayan, no, yung judicial and legislative agencies or branches, they are secluded, hindi daw siya nakasasakop ng public administration. On the other hand, in 1955, according to Leonard White, the composite of all the laws, regulations, practices, relationships, codes, and customs that prevail at any time in any jurisdiction for the fulfillment and execution of public policy. So simply put, ayan anything na merong kinalaman doon sa public policy, kung paano po sila kung paano po sila mafulfill in terms of its execution, that will be falling under the field of public administration. Now, in 1955 as well, Dwight Waldo, in his earlier works, identified public administration as the organization and management of men and materials to achieve the purposes of government. He also added that it is the art and science of management as applied to the affairs of the state. Kaya nga kung mapapansin ninyo, merong mga management theories tayo na mapag-uusapan sa subject na ito, na siyang na siyang inadapt natin coming from business administration, coming from business management, na siyang magiging magiging factor din in terms of our in terms of our public administration. Also, if we're talking about Fritz Morsen Marx in 1959, public administration embraces every area and activity governed by public policy. That includes the formal processes and operations through which the legislature exercises its power, the functions of the courts in the administration of justice, and the work of the military agencies. Mapapansin natin that whenever we're talking about the definition of Marx in 1959, ine-encompass na nito yung lahat ng lahat ng mga government agencies na meron pong kinalaman sa pagpapatupad po ng public policy. By established usage, however, public administration has become to signify or has come to signify primarily the organization, personnel, practices, and procedures essential to effective performance of the civilian functions entrusted to the executive branch of the government. So, nandun pa rin naman tayo sa sitwasyon na yun na tinitignan natin paano ba dapat gumalaw ang isang public official, paano ba gumalaw ang isang public employee, paano ba gumalaw ang mga tao na nasa gobyerno. Ayan, no? In 1977, Negro and Negro, no, defined public administration not only in relation to the executive branch or the bureaucracy, and not only in the relation to the affairs of the government, but of the client or public it is purported to serve, no? Thus, public administration is described in the following manner. Number one, it is a cooperative group effort in a public setting. Kasi hindi naman talaga mapapatakbo, no, yung isa pong ano, no, yung isa pong bureaucracy or even yung gobyerno nang wala pong pagtutulungan ng mga tao. Number two, it covers all three branches, namely yung ating pong executive, legislative, and judicial, and lahat ng ano no ng relasyon na namamagitan dito sa tatlong ito. Number three, it has an important role in the formulation of public policy and is thus part of the political process. Number four, it is different in significant ways from private administration, which will later on, no, mapapansin natin na yung private administration ay nakafocus sila sa private purpose. On the other hand, if we're talking about public administration, most likely na ito yung pagdi-deliver ng ating pong mga goods and services to our citizens. And of course, it is closely associated with numerous private groups and individuals in providing services to the community. Now, even though that they are considered to be individual, of course, ano, or private individual, of course, the moment that they will be able to help in ano, no, providing services to the community, still, they will be part of what we call as public administration. All right, so let's continue with DMOC and DMOC in 1983. They said that public administration is the production of goods and services designed to serve the needs of citizens, consumers, or also consumers, no? So that's why, ayan, no, napakahalaga na ang pinag-uusapan natin in terms of ano, no, in terms of its definition dito, no, sa binigay nila, na mahalaga yung ating mga goods, no, na siyang binibigay natin po sa ating po mga nasasakupan. According naman kay Rosenblum noong 1986, it is the use of managerial, political, and legal theories and processes to fulfill legislative, executive, and judicial governmental mandates for the provision of regulatory and service functions for the society as a whole or for some segments of it daw po. Okay? Now, also, according to Nicholas Henry noong 1989 naman, it is a broad-ranging and amorphous combination of theory and practice. Its purpose is to promote a superior understanding of government and its relationship with the society it governs, as well as to encourage public policies more responsive to social needs. Kasi kung mapapansin nga natin, ano, in dealing with public administration, nakikita ba or talaga ba natutugunan nito, no? According to Nicholas Henry, yung mga polisiya natutugunan ba nito yung ano no yung mga pangailangan daw po ng ating pong mga mamamayan. Otherwise, no, pwede tayong magkaroon of course ng ano no ng pag-aaral tungkol dito sa mga polisiya at lalong-lalo sa kanyang pagpapatupad. Okay? Also, kay Gerald Kaiden naman noong 1982, sabi that public administration includes anything that can be construed as the community's response to social problems which require collective and not individual resolution through some form of public intervention outside social conventions and the private marketplace. Kasi nga, sabi nga natin kanina, hindi kayang tumakbo of course ng isang pamamahala ng nag-iisa lamang. So, ibig sabihin nito, the moment daw pa nagsama-sama ang mga tao, mapapansin ninyo that they will be able to ano no, they will be able to formulate a response to a social problem. And that's it for our discussion about the basic concepts and principles of public administration. So let me grab this opportunity to thank everyone for attending our session, and I hope to see you all again on the succeeding ones. Until then, mag-ingat po sila at kita-kits po tayo sa next session natin.